Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. First things, there's a lot of stuff going on, okay? This is the only spot in the house that has good lighting and not a big old train wreck in the back, because I have spent a couple hours this morning decluttering the house, throwing away stuff that I don't even need, don't want, don't care for, just packing up stuff, just decluttering, okay? Doing some cleaning, okay? But when you deep clean the house, it looks like you haven't touched it at all. Because you take junk, you move it, you clean it, you get rid of stuff that you don't want. You gotta find a spot for things that you do want, so you move those over here, you move stuff over there, whatever. So there's still stuff in the back, but ignore that. This is a much not long, but a video I've been trying to get out for the longest time. My kids are now on summer break. They've been on summer break for not even a month yet. But it is a little bit difficult because they are home all day again. So they're out of school. I'm still in school. My classes do not have summer break, and I know the camera is tilted, but just please bear with me, please. So I know this. I just want to go, but the way my setup is, I can't. So they are out of school. I am still in school, and I am almost done. I have 9 more school days, and then your girl becomes a senior. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I could not have done this without God, my husband, my mom, all my friends and family who support me and who have been supporting me through this whole journey. It is craziness, and just the fact that I'm almost done. Almost done. Almost to the finish line. I can see it. I can see it. It's like right there. So, school has been quite a journey in itself. I like going to school. I enjoy going to school. I love my Mondays and Wednesdays. Those are the days that we are on the clinical side. That's where we do all the hands-on stuff. Speaking of that, I have a test today that I should probably be studying for, but I have some time and I want to get this out. So, clinical side has been going well. Doing stuff, really getting good at my vitals. Well, not just getting good, but just getting more comfortable. I'm at that point now where when it's time for us to do vitals, I'm like, I just need a body. Let's go. Let's do this. We did some EKGs last week. So that was something. That was like the first time we've ever gotten really personal with each other. Because if you've never had an EKG done, you go in, you are completely topless. We do hand them that paper vest with that paper cover, and then you stick those little sticky things on. It's like they're reading your heart. All that stuff to see if your heart rate is good, everything looks the way it's supposed to look. So that's what we did. So we all had to do it. It was one of those things where it's like, okay, you kind of got it. You kind of have to get a little bit half naked, okay? Some of these people you're cool with. Some of these people you're not really sure of. I was not partnered. Someone asked to be my partner. I was like, okay, cool. Me and this girl, we don't hang out. We've never hung out after school. We have talked and texted and stuff like that in school, and even some out of school, But the fact that it's like, okay, I'm about to see you from the top up, almost exposed, you just have this paper gown or this paper vest, so you really have to be like professional in those moments. All of the classmates, my classmates, are women. It would have to be the same thing, I'm assuming, if we had any men in the classroom, just to be really professional. Like you're getting like half naked in front of somebody who you may not even click with, so that can be something. It can be embarrassing, it can be intimidating, it can be really uncomfortable. You're really stepping out of your comfort zone once you get behind that curtain and clothes come off and paper gowns come on, and then someone comes in after you and get up in your stuff. So that can be like, wait a minute. But yeah, so me and my partner, we did it. We banked it out, I even did it with another one of my classmates who is new. So we have 3 new girls. 2 girls went on their extern. We got 3 new people. In 2 weeks, on the 23rd is the last day of this mod. We only have 1 senior in our class. She's going to be leaving. Don't know how many students we're going to get, how many new students we're going to get. And then on the 24th, your girl becomes a senior. It's me and like 6 other girls. We are a big class. The majority of our class is made up of the people who came in with me. So me and, like I said, like 5 or 6 other girls. So when we leave to go on extern, their class is going to be like naked. Nobody. The smallest we've had since I've been at the school has been 13 of us, and 7 of us was my class, or people who came in with me. So yeah, the classes can get really big and they can get really small, depending on how many people come in and leave at the same time. So there's that. I'm gonna just move this slightly. Okay, so depending on how many people come in and how many people leave, so it's never like the same size. Well, that's okay. I finally got word that I do have an extern site on lock, which is nice. I've gone in and talked to the person who gets people on their extern sites. I can say that maybe I bugged this person a little bit too much, and by that I mean this is where I originally wanted to go. I wanted to go to a family health practice that's down the street from where I live, that's affiliated with one of our main hospitals here. I'm gonna call her Crystal. So Crystal was like, you can try that, but there's no guarantee you're gonna go at that specific spot. What they do is they take your name, your resume, your everything, basically put it in a big old pool. Then they'll pick, and if they pick your name, they can place you in whatever office they want to, even if it says you want to go to this specific family practice, especially if they don't have any openings there. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with giving that up. I'm fine with that. I want to go to the family health center. One of the family health, there's 2 where I live. One of the family health centers has a lot of floating opportunities, and I really wanted to be a floater. That means you can go to every department in the office or in the hospital or the clinic or whatever is that has floating opportunities. You can go and do work in women's health as a receptionist. in the lab, peds, just everywhere. You get to do a little bit of everything everywhere. And it also looks good on your resume, because I don't know set in stone as to where I want to work. You can be an MA and just work in pediatrics. If that's what you want to do, you can do that. You can be an MA and be a phlebotomist. That's all you do, is take people's blood. You can do that. So there's so many things you can do under the umbrella of being an MA. Now I am not registered. I don't have my RMA, so I'm just telling you that there are a lot of opportunities that you can have being an MA. If you're looking at going to school or you're considering it, just jump in. That is literally what I did. I was working third shifts at Walmart. I worked there for like 2.5 months, maybe. And then I was like, this ain't gonna cut it. So I quit that job. I was looking for another third shift job because that's all I could work, because I had kids who were in school all day. All 3 of my kids went to school and came home from school at 3 different times. Ain't nobody got time for that. At least I didn't. So I was like, okay, third shift is where I can stay. And then I knew of my school. Before I left home, before I moved out the very first time, I was 19 years old. I was moving from here, Michigan, to Albuquerque, New Mexico, because that's where my husband was stationed. So I knew of my school. I thought that it was a small clinic, just because of the name of it. I thought it was a small clinic. Then I was online looking at third shift jobs, and I was like, okay, a factory, okay, cleaning beds, okay, working at a hotel, okay. And then the ad came up for my school, and I was like, bet. So I literally I picked the phone, I called. I sound like a very cheesy, like, commercial, like, what are you doing with your life? Pick up the phone and call. Go back to school. But I was like, online, it popped up. I called. 2 days later, I was starting the enrollment process. If you want a video on how everything happened with that process, I will make a video on that if you want to. Just comment down below, and I will do it. So now, Crystal is like, and when she came, she told me last Thursday, we were doing sim charts all day for 4.5 hours, doing work on the computer. That was it. So when she came up, she was like, she was like, hey, so this is the number. You're gonna have a meeting at the end of July. I can't get a meeting any earlier than that. I have your TB, your immunizations. All we need is your drug test. Go to this address. It's not gonna cost you anything. What else you say? And yeah, you're in. They already said that they wanted you, but they need to do a meet and greet as a formality. And I was like, okay. But it was like so flat. Like everybody else that got an extern on lock, like they're happy, they're excited. But the fact that I've gone to her and asked, I went to everybody in that building to let them know, I need to know, because I need to find placements for my kids during that time, because it's still summer. It's still summer break. I can't afford daycare. I'm gonna be honest. I cannot afford daycare. I cannot afford childcare. I have looked at those options even when I was working. I do not have the extra $250 to $300 for one child, not a private daycare, a regular daycare. I don't have that. And if I did, they wouldn't be getting it. You know what I mean? So, my mom said that she is putting in some time for her vacation. I only need it for 6 weeks. But at the same time, that's still 6 weeks. So my mom said that she can put in some of her time. My husband, who's in Illinois, said that he can put in for some time. And yeah, I just need to just go and do it. The only thing they need from me now is a drug test, and that's it. I have everything else. I've showed them everything else. But I'm happy now. I'm gonna be much more happier after the meet and greet. That way I can have every single one of my questions answered, dressed nice, because it is like an interview type of situation. Even though they've already said that they will take me, still needs to make a good impression. I have my I need to get some questions to make sure my times are going to be set. The days that I go in are going to be set. Yeah, I need a total of 26 to 28 hours throughout the week, within a week. Plus, on Fridays at my school, we have 2-hour seminars from 1 to 3. Don't know how I feel about those seminars, because it is the most inconvenient time on the most inconvenient day, from 1 to 3 on a Friday. A busy day. I don't know. If it was on a Saturday, you got me. If it was on a Sunday, you got me. That way I wouldn't have to be asking people, can you watch the kids? Can you watch the kids? Can you watch? So, that is what's been happening. I got a for sure EXTERN on lock. I'm happy about that. I'm almost at the finish line. I have 90 days, or maybe less than 90 days until graduation, and I have 50 something days until EXTERN, 52, 51 days to EXTERN or whatever. But I've had this countdown on my phone since January. I'm so excited. I've marked it on all my calendars. I'm on it. And another thing that I kept being on top of them about it was Crystal is the only one who gets people out on EXTERN. And that means that she takes your resume, she types up whatever it is she needs to type up in her computer, she sends it out to the site, then she has to actually go physically to the site to make sure that everything else is up to par. Especially if it's a facility that maybe she hasn't worked with before or hasn't sent a resume to before, so she just has to go and make sure everything is good, everything is how it's supposed to be. And yeah, so I can almost taste it. Every time I think about it, I get so happy. This is why I love my Mondays through Fridays, which is my school week. I do not have class on Fridays, and of course the weekends is the weekends. So Monday through Thursday from 10:30 in the afternoon or in the evening to 10 o'clock at night. It's been like that since January. I have not missed a day. I don't plan on missing any days. I have missed 30 minutes. One time I was 30 minutes late, but I called beforehand, 3 hours beforehand, to let them know. And I still got 100% attendance. For this whole school year, I've had 100% attendance. For the last 3 mods, I've had a 100% attendance plus a 4.0. which is something that I've never gotten a 4.0 before this. Even when I was in high school, didn't really get that. I also never really threw myself into something so much and so hard. It's like I could be doing something with this time from 5:30 to 10 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? Like I miss actually cooking dinner from start to finish, eating with my kids, getting them ready for bed, tucking them in, all that stuff. But sometimes you have to make sacrifices to get to where you want to go. But it does kind of make me feel good a little bit when I'm getting ready for school and my kids are like, Mom, you have class tonight? And I'm like, yeah, I have class tonight. And they watch me get ready, put my scrubs on, get my school stuff together, my backpack together, and they're like, you have class tonight? I'm like, yep, I have class tonight. So trying to explain to them that you guys are out of school, but I still have school. And I will be done with school about a month after they start school. So I'm really glad that, because this program is a 9-month program. Normal medical assisting classes are about 2 years. So they take this 2 year of learning and they smush it down to 9 months. And we are always doing something back to back to back to back. We test on multiple chapters at a time. We have to get our hands-on stuff done in a certain amount of time. Our proficiencies in a short amount of time. Banking out a lot of stuff. Med term, Lord, everything that you learn in a 2-year program or 2 years at school or at a community college or whatever, smushed down into 9 months. And I got online. I made an account for my my RMA. So it's the big test. So with that, I'm assuming it depends on where you live, but I live in Michigan, and this is what they told me. You go onto this website, okay. You make an account, okay. You send your information in, who you are, all this stuff. It's like an application. You send that in, it has all your information on it. It takes 2 to 3 weeks to hear back from them because they have to verify with your school that you are who you say you are. And once they give you that, okay, you good, you pay the $120 it is to take it, and you schedule when you want to go in and take it, and then you do, and you do it. You get it done. It's also my understanding that you find out right after you take it whether you passed or failed. So I've been taking my RMA practices. I think I have like 4 times completely. The practice tests, the RMA 1 and 2 are 210 questions each. On the big test, there are only 200 questions, but you don't know exactly what questions they're going to throw at you. So questions on the test number 1 is different than test number 2, which is why you have to do them both. Because on your big test, it was explained to us that they're going to be pulling questions from those tests and throwing in some of their own and mixing it all together. So you have to be ready and be on your toes. So out of 200 questions, you can only miss 40. So that's like a 70 or 75 and above. Anything below that, it's a fail. That money is not refundable. But if you fail, it is not refundable. If you pass the first time, you pay that $150, you pass, you show that to your school, they'll reimburse you that, or that $120. You show it to your school, they'll reimburse you. So you get that money back. I'm trying to practice and get those done, and try to get a good score. I think the highest I've scored on there was a 72. Yeah, it was a 72, which is not that bad for practice, but at the same time, is it a pass or fail on the big test? Because there might be questions that's the same, there might not be. There may be questions from the first test, not the second test, or vice versa, so you always have to be on your toes. So that's where I am. But I've been rambling for a long time. It's a lot that I've been trying to get out. I've been trying to make it in a car vlog multiple times, when my kids are laying down and take a nap multiple times, but it's just nothing seems to be right when I want to do it. But now I had time, so I'm doing it. But I saw the new subscribers. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Really do. So if you're not subscribed, you can hit that red button down below that says subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, you can hit that bell down below. That way you can automatically get a notification every time this face uploads a video. So I'm trying to put more videos out there more often, because there's like a month and some change of a gap between my videos, but I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. So yes, but thank you for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing, and I love it. I love it all. I love it all. I love to read about you guys going to school and bettering yourselves, or doing whatever it is you want to do. That makes me happy, because I want people to win. I want people to not have things hold them back and just go for it. So, I mean, that's what I did, and almost done. You know, started in January, now we're in July. From mid-July to August, still in school as a senior, and then the last week of August through the first week of October on extern, and then your girl is out. But thank you guys for watching and all that stuff, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Mwah! Bye!